Welcome back to the deep dive. Mel Robbins, the let them theory.
Oh, yeah. It's been pretty hard to miss this year.
Right. You've likely seen it somewhere, maybe popped up on your social
For
feeds.
sure. Or just dominating those bestseller lists. It's everywhere.
It really has been an undeniable cultural phenomenon this year. But, okay, beyond the viral catchphrase and the sheer number of sales, the real question for our deep dive today is the let them theory actually a game changer?
Mm. For personal peace, you're saying.
Yeah, is it really that? Or is it maybe just another self-help trend, that's going to fade?
Right. Does it have real staying power?
So that's what we're here for. We want to give you a complete spoiler-free analysis.
Looking at what it's actually about, the main idea.
Exactly. The core themes, how it landed with people, critics too.
And ultimately, our take on its, lasting value.
I have to admit, when I first heard the let them theory, my gut reaction was, well, isn't that just giving up control?
Yeah, a lot of people think that initially, like you're just letting things happen to you.
Kind of. But then actually getting into the material, I realized it felt like it required a different sort of, well, courage.
And that initial reaction, it's so common and totally understandable. Its huge popularity isn't just about sales figures. It's about how deeply that core message has resonated.
Yeah.
It definitely tapped into something widespread, a need millions felt, maybe feeling overwhelmed or stuck. And it challenges our first instincts in a way that's really compelling.
Okay, so let's unpack this core idea then.
Yeah,
Because it sounds, I don't know, deceptively simple.
it does.
The let them theory. It's not some dense academic work,
Right.
Or a novel.
No, not at all. It's squarely in that self-help personal development zone.
And the heart of it, it really boils down to one incredibly simple but actually quite powerful idea.
Yeah.
When people do things you don't like,
Mhm.
instead of trying to control them or getting worked up about it,
Uh-huh.
the whole philosophy is just, well, let them?
Let them. That's the mantra.
That's it, let them. It almost feels too easy, right? Like, really?
Yeah.
Is that it?
But the example she gives.
They're really hit home.
Yeah.
Like, if someone doesn't invite you somewhere, the theory says, let them.
Okay.
If your partner or friends or whoever act in a way that drives you nuts, let them.
Right.
If colleagues do things you disagree with, let them.
It's a big shift, isn't it? From focusing outward, trying to manage everything.
Totally. It's a complete, almost radical shift to your internal response.
It feels radical, yeah. And I think precisely because it's framed as an active strategy, it's for self-preservation.
Okay, say more about that. Active, not passive.
Well, Robbins isn't just giving you a catchy phrase. She's kind of reframing what looks like letting go. It's presented as almost a form of mental judo.
Interesting.
She uses her own stories, which are super relatable,
Yeah, I found that too.
and mixes them with some accessible psychology insights and actual step-by-step tools.
Right.
The real goal is helping you genuinely detach from the stuff you just can't control.
Which is a lot of stuff.
Exactly. And by doing that, you protect your energy, and this is key, your peace of mind.
It's like setting an internal boundary first.
Precisely. Instead of just hoping the external situation changes. And what's really insightful, I think, is how this simple idea, let them, it doesn't just stop there, it branches out.
Yeah.
It leads into several deeper themes that can genuinely shift how you see things day to day. It offers a framework.
That's what struck me too. It definitely goes beyond just that initial mantra.
Mhm.
So the first big theme you mentioned, it's all about emotional autonomy. The book really hammers home taking back control over your own happiness. But why is that shift inward so tough for us? And why is it so important?
Well, it's tough because I think society often trains us to look outward, right? To react, to fix things, to please people. Emotional autonomy, the way Robbins talks about it, means deliberately shifting your focus inward. It's about realizing your emotional state doesn't have to be completely dependent on what everyone else is doing or saying.
Right, decoupling it.
Yeah, it's almost like psychological self-defense, especially now with all the digital noise constantly pulling at us.
That makes sense.
It puts you back in the driver's seat of your own feelings rather than just being taken for a ride.
Okay, I like that. Being the architect, not the passenger.
Exactly.
Then from that idea, that self-authorship, we get to the second theme.
Yeah.
Boundaries and self-respect. Now, this is where I, and I think maybe others, might struggle a bit initially.
How so?
Well, let them can sound a little like giving up or maybe becoming a doormat.
Right. The passivity concern again.
Yeah. So how does it not damage your self-respect?
Yeah.
How does it actually help build those, really crucial boundaries?
That's a great question, and it really gets to the nuance of it. It's not about being passive. By choosing to let people act how they want without feeling you have to jump in and fix it or change them, you actually free yourself up. You get the space to set clear boundaries for your life, for what you will accept.
Huh. So it's a paradox.
Kind of. By letting go of the illusion of control over others, you gain real, actual control over yourself and your responses.
Okay, I see. So you stop trying to manage their behavior.
Right, which is exhausting. It stops you from overextending yourself, pouring energy into things you can't actually change. You're respecting their autonomy, their right to act, even if you don't like it. And in doing that, you respect yourself by defining your own limits.
It's self-preservation then, not surrender.
Exactly. That's the key distinction.
And Robbins acknowledges, life is complicated. Things are messy.
Oh, yeah. She doesn't sugarcoat that.
But her point, which I think leads to the third theme, is that our responses don't have to be quite so complicated.
Right. Which brings us to resilience and simplicity. If you connect this let them idea to the bigger picture, it really is about simplifying your emotional landscape. Well, think about all the mental and emotional energy we spend trying to control things, worrying about things, reacting to things.
A lot. Probably most of it sometimes.
Right. So by consciously applying this mindset, this letting them, you save a massive amount of that energy.
And that saved energy
Directly leads to less stress. And over time, it builds up your resilience because you're not constantly depleted.
It's like streamlining your internal world to handle the external chaos better.
Perfectly put. I mean, just as a small example, I've tried applying this let them thing to my commute.
Oh, really? How's that working?
Instead of getting absolutely furious at every person driving slowly or cutting me off, I try to literally think, let them.
Wow. Does it work?
Honestly, it's made a difference. I feel less wound up when I get to work. My blood pressure's probably happier.
Oh, okay. A tangible benefit right there.
It really can make a difference in those small daily stresses.
Now, something else I found really interesting, beyond just the core message, was the style of the book. Mel Robbins' writing.
Ah, yes, her voice.
It's so direct, isn't it? And conversational. It almost feels like you're just chatting with her over coffee.
Absolutely. And I think that direct, no-nonsense style is a huge part of why it connected with so many people.
You think so?
Definitely. She uses pretty simple language, right? No heavy academic jargon.
No, not at all.
The chapters are short, easy to digest, and she blends those personal stories with practical advice.
Without sounding preachy.
Exactly. It feels less like a lecture, more like a really motivational, maybe slightly tough love friend telling you how it is.
Yeah, that accessibility. It makes these potentially complex ideas feel, well, doable for pretty much anyone.
Right. Which brings up a really important question.
Which is?
Why did this book do more than just sell millions? Why did it become this, global conversation starter?
Yeah, that viral thing. Let them suddenly popping up everywhere. Hashtags, Instagram, TikTok.
People getting tattoos.
Right, tattoos. It became this life mantra for so many. That feels like more than just a popular book, doesn't it?
Oh, much more. It felt like a cultural moment. And reviewers, for the most part, they picked up on that. They praised its accessibility, its emotional clarity. They saw its power in giving people a practical tool.
Like a blueprint for coping.
Kind of, yeah. A modern blueprint for psychological self-defense against all the demands we face, especially online.
But there were criticisms too, right? It wasn't all praise.
True. And it's important to mention the main caveats some critics raised. While it's seen as really effective for managing personal stress and well-being, the let them idea can seem to oversimplify really complex social issues.
Okay, how so?
Well, it helps you manage your individual reaction, yes, but it doesn't necessarily offer solutions for systemic problems like inequality or injustice.
Ah, I see. So it's more about personal peace than societal change.
That's a good way to put it. It's a key distinction to keep in mind when thinking about where and how to apply it.
And the numbers, you just can't ignore them. Dominating the charts in 2025.
Over 1.7 million copies sold in just the first half of the year.
Making it the most read book. That level of commercial success is huge.
Undeniable.
But thinking about that success, that viral spread, this cultural moment, does it risk creating a kind of collective apathy?
That's a fair question.
Like, where's the line between healthy detachment, which the book promotes, and just checking out, disengaging from things that actually do need action.
That's a critical point, and I don't think Robbins is actually advocating for apathy or ditching responsibilities. It seems more like a reevaluation of where we focus our limited energy.
Okay.
And the timing of the book's release is crucial here, I think.
How so?
We are, let's be honest, living in an era of pretty widespread burnout.
Oh, yeah. Overcommitment, constant digital noise.
Exactly. People aren't just a bit tired. There's this real crisis of cognitive overload, decision fatigue.
It's relentless.
So the let them theory lands right in the middle of that, offering what feels like a tactical retreat, a way to maybe triage our emotional energy when everything feels urgent.
A way to cope when you're overwhelmed.
Precisely. And it seems to particularly resonate, as the source material notes, with certain groups.
Like who?
Well, it mentions women and parents specifically, people who often feel disproportionately burdened.
Mm-hmm. Exhausted from trying to meet everyone else's expectations.
Yeah. Family, friends, work, social media pressure. It's a lot.
So the book arrives almost like permission.
Exactly. That's a great word for it, permission.
Permission to stop.
Yeah.
Stop trying to control everything. Stop the constant people pleasing.
Stop stressing over things that are genuinely outside your influence.
It really is like a breath of fresh air in a world that just demands constant emotional labor.
It really is. So when you combine the timing, this societal need for like self-preservation and the book's super accessible style, it becomes clear why it's not just a book. It really does feel more like a movement.
Empowering people to take back some control over their own inner world.
Yes, reclaiming agency over their emotional lives, protecting themselves from that external chaos.
So, okay, the big question for you listening is, should you actually dive into the let them theory? Is it for you? Here's how we'd summarize who might benefit most. First, if you often feel, overwhelmed, stressed out.
Or maybe stuck in dynamics that feel kind of toxic.
Yeah, where you're constantly trying to change other people or manage how they react to you.
Then yes, this book offers a really clear, actionable approach.
And also, if you're looking for a self-help book that's like genuinely simple.
Practical.
Super practical, yeah. Easy to apply right away in your daily life. Without needing to wade through complex theory.
Or spend ages unpacking it.
Then again, absolutely yes. It's a tool you can basically pick up and use immediately.
However, just to add that bit of nuance.
Go on.
It's maybe not the book for you if what you're looking for is really deep psychological theory.
Or like complex academic framework.
Exactly, or intricate models of human behavior.
This book leans much more towards clarity and immediate use rather than deep academic complexity.
It's a practical tool, not a textbook. Well said. It provides a clear, actionable tool for everyday life challenges.
So, our overall verdict, based on this deep dive, we'd have to say the let them theory is absolutely worth checking out.
Agreed.
It's not just something you read. It genuinely feels like a tool you can carry around and actually apply day in, day out.
It offers this fresh perspective that clearly millions have found really liberating.
Letting them kind of redirect their energy where it matters more.
To themselves, often.
Right. And maybe to leave you with a final thought, something to mull over.
Okay.
If people act in ways you don't like,
Yeah.
just let them.
Sit with that for a second.
Yeah. Consider how shifting your response, not fighting them, not trying to control them, but consciously choosing your own peace, how that could genuinely change your daily life.
Could it bring a lighter feeling? More autonomy?
More self-respect even. What active step could you take, maybe even starting today, to embrace just a little bit of that philosophy?
To let them do what they're gonna do.
And in doing that, maybe reclaim just a bit more of your own peace. Something to think about.
Subscribe to the Timeless Tales podcast. Your stories, your time.